We're going to be breaking down whey protein, casein protein, and plant-based protein while uncovering the truth about them. So, what to look for and what to avoid. But with all these proteins, what are the benefits and the sacrifices you make by choosing one over another? So when you hear the word protein powder, you usually are thinking whey isolate. Now whey is the gold standard for muscle growth, but it's not just hype, it's backed by science. Whey is a complete protein, which means it has all 9 essential amino acids for muscle growth. Its high leucine count makes it perfect for muscle protein synthesis. A 2018 study published in the Journal of International Society of Sports and Nutrition found that whey protein actually spikes your amino acid levels within 30 to 60 minutes, making it ideal to add to your post-workout meal. There are 3 major kinds of whey protein that you should know about. Number 1 being whey concentrate. It's about 70 to 80% protein, retains fats and carbs more than other proteins, but it's the best budget option. Then there's whey isolate, which is about 90% protein. It has minimal lactose and is perfect for digestion. The final kind of whey is whey hydrolysate. It is pre-digested, meaning your body absorbs it super fast, which means it is best for clinical studies and it is typically more expensive. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that hydrolyzed whey can reduce muscle soreness and accelerate glycogen replenishment post-workout. So the pros of whey is its fast absorption, meaning it's best for muscle recovery, the high leucine count, leading to a strong muscle building response, and it usually mixes well and tastes good depending on the brands you choose. With pros comes cons. In some cases, it may lead to lactose intolerance issues, some brands add artificial sweeteners or fillers, and hydrolysate can be expensive compared to others. If whey protein is a sprinter, casein protein is a marathon runner. Casein protein can feed your body for hours as it is super slow digesting. A 2012 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that casein protein takes up to 7 hours to fully digest, compared to whey's 1 to 2 hours. So casein is anti-catabolic, which means it reduces the rate of which your muscles break down over time. This is usually why you can see athletes and bodybuilders taking casein before they go to bed, as the extended digestion period means their body is able to recover and build more protein in their sleep for longer. A 2018 meta-analysis in sports medicine found that consuming casein before sleep increased muscle mass gains when combined with resistance training. So the pros about casein is in its slow digestion, which usually results in reduced muscle breakdown, which in turn is also good for satiety, which helps keep you fuller for longer, and shows the best science for pre-bed protein source. Though its cons is its thick nature, which makes it harder to mix, and its consistency leads to some people experiencing bloating or stomach discomfort, so it's not ideal for post-workout since it digests too slowly. So for those avoiding dairy, plant-based protein is a good source, but it has its caveats. My biggest issue with plant-based protein is it doesn't have all of the 9 essential amino acids. Some have more, some have less, but usually it's not as anabolic unless blended like whey. A 2020 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that pea protein can stimulate muscle growth at a rate similar to whey, if consumed in adequate amounts. If you hear about plant protein, it's usually one of 4 kinds, such as pea protein, which is high in BCAAs and is the most similar to whey. Rice protein, that is low in lysine and often blended with pea protein. Soy protein, that has complete protein structure but contains phytoestrogens, which are controversial and for another video. And then hemp protein, which is high in fiber but less protein per scoop. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that the plant-based protein absorption rates vary, with soy being the fastest and hemp being the slowest, which makes sense because of its complete protein structure of soy and its incomplete of hemp. The pros of plant-based protein is it's the best option for vegans and lactose intolerance. It often contains fiber and other nutrients, and some blends can match whey in effectiveness. But yet, like I said before, I'm worried because these are low in key amino acids and often require higher doses to match whey's effects, plus they can be gritty and harder to mix, and sometimes have a weird aftertaste. So since we know all protein powders are not equal, what do you look for when you're choosing, and what do you want to avoid when you're buying? A third-party tested protein ensures label accuracy, which leads to minimal ingredients, which avoids unnecessary fillers and artificial junk. Usually also adds a complete amino acid profile, especially important for those plant-based proteins. Now, while you're looking for those, avoid artificial sweeteners. Some of them, like aspartame and sucralose, have been linked to gut microbiome issues in some studies, but we'll get to that another time. Thickeners and fillers like maltodextrin are used for texture but can cause bloating in some individuals and amino spiking. Some brands add cheap amino acids like lysine to inflate protein content. A 2018 report found that protein powders contained up to 50% less actual protein than advised due to amino spiking. Always check for independent lab testing. So let's sum it up. Whey protein is going to be best for you for post-workout because of its high lysine count and its fast digestive ability. Casein is going to be better for before you go to bed as it's slow digesting and it also helps prevent muscle breakdown over time. And plant-based protein is a good option for those vegans and those with lactose insensitivities. But it may need a blend to match the effectiveness of whey or casein. At the end of the day, it all depends on you. If you can handle the dairy or the slow digestive of casein, I recommend that. But if you can't, a high quality plant-based protein will do the trick perfectly. If you found this breakdown helpful, consider liking and subscribing. Stay tuned for more fitness-based content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.